Hey y'all, so I just figured it was time to kind of tell my story of why I became a coach and just my journey so far. And I am hanging out on the floor, and there's a reason for that, so I'll make sure I fill you in on that here in a little bit. So, I guess my story starts. I'm going to try not to cry, but I probably will, so sorry. Um, but my story starts, I guess, in March of 2012, and my mother passed away on March 1st after a long and hard 12-year battle with cancer. And of course, she is still my inspiration and just the heart and the to the core of who I am. She was so strong and such a fighter and so courageous in the face of a terrible, terrible disease. And every day I just pray that I can be just like her. She was an amazing woman. And so, obviously, as you can imagine, kind of went through just a really, really hard time. Um, just a lot of things that I saw happening. Obviously, life didn't turn out as expected. You don't ever plan for those things, and it kind of just derails you a little bit. And I just kind of found myself really just kind of unsure of what was to come and what was to happen. Everything kind of felt a little off. So after the funeral and everything, I went back to Nashville and I finished up my obligations there. I was nannying for a family, um, which I loved. I loved that job, but it was time to kind of put that chapter to an end. And so I did, and I came back home just to spend some time with my dad and really just have kind of a break to heal. I felt like I went back to Nashville and life was just crazy and busy, and I really just wanted some time to really just spend with my dad and to be able to heal. So it was while I was home in Florida that I started seeing Nikki Whiting's posts. Um, I started seeing that she was working from home. She was getting in shape. She had amazing transformation pictures. It all just looked like so much fun and right up my alley. And I had no idea what she actually did. I saw a post where she had like replaced her teaching salary, which my degree's in education, so obviously that was huge for me. And I remember telling my roommate, "This is awesome. I think she like works out for a living and helps others do the same." So why that is just my dream job. Um, so I started talking to her and she started filling me in, and then she suggested I jump into her challenge group so I can kind of get a better idea of what she does, which was perfect because after going through just all of everything with my mom, everyone is so sweet and awesome, but obviously people bring you comfort food and sweets, and I just felt like I ate and ate and ate, and I kind of just wasn't happy with um, where I was at. I just really felt out of shape and my clothes weren't fitting, and I really just, it was time, and I had already decided that I wanted to control one area of my life that I could, and I wanted to get back to being healthy. So jumping into her group was perfect. And I immediately obviously fell in love with the whole just process of the groups. I loved the support and accountability, and I was someone who really got gung-ho for like 2 weeks and tried to like really focus on my health and fitness and work out and eat whatever. I didn't really know what healthy eating was, but I would try to do what I thought was best for about 2 weeks, and then it would just fizzle from there, and some event would happen or something would come up, and then I would just say, oh, okay, well, I'm going to start after that event or after that event or after that event. And of course, there's always something, there's always some excuse. So the challenge group just changed everything for me because there was this group of women who were going after the same things I was, and they were showing up every day and posting about it, and even if the days were hard or everyone was just being so real and honest, and I loved that, and I just loved what the groups provided. So I really just kept going back to, is this coaching thing for me? Do I really want to do this? Is this something that I could do? Like, Nikki's awesome at it, but can I do this? Like, I've never sold a thing a day in my life. Like, actually, I'm probably the opposite of what a salesperson should be. I don't have a bone of that in my body. And I really just had no idea. But I listened to a call, I think it was Mindy Winder, and she just talked about how you don't have to like push stuff. You just have to tell your story. And I was like, well, I can tell my story. Like, I have a story to tell, and I've started to get results, and I found something that's working, so I can share that with others. So, and here's why I'm kind of sitting on the floor, why this spot is important. So one day, I had already been kind of praying about it, but one day I knew exactly that I needed to come to this spot and was kind of drawn to this spot because this was my mom's spot. Whenever there was treatments coming up or just some hard event, or she had questions, or she was unsure of things, she would come here and you could find her kneeling right in front of this chair. You would find her on her knees praying, and she spent hours and hours and hours praying for my sister and I in this very spot. And so I came here and I got on my knees and I just asked the Lord, just please show me yes or no. Please give me a peace about moving forward with this, or just close the door. And I knew I didn't want any part of it if he wasn't if he wasn't going to be in it and didn't want me to. And I just had such a peace and such excitement about moving forward with something like this. So I went for it and I signed up and started eventually running my own groups, and each kind of step of the way was nerve-wracking, and I had no idea if I was going to be good with it, and I feel like I have so much to learn, but I feel like I've been successful because I've been able to help others, which is all I ever wanted to do. And, you know, sometimes people need that extra support and encouragement if it's for fitness stuff or even just other life stuff. And it's just been awesome to be that encouragement for someone else. So I, about 6 weeks ago, hit Diamond, which was just really cool because it meant that not only was my business growing, but I was helping others start their business too, which was so amazing to start like seeing some of these coaches also just get excited about the opportunity, and just being able to work from home was just really huge for some of them. So it was awesome to get to now start to have this team of awesome ladies that are all kind of on the same page as me. So it's just been really cool. I could go on and on and on about what this opportunity has meant to me, and how awesome it's been. It literally has been just the best for me. The freedom and flexibility that it's provided me, and to be my own boss and to work from home is just the greatest thing. I love everything about that. And even this week, as I'm in Florida, I was supposed to go back 2 nights ago, and my dad ended up having to have a second procedure on his eye, and I was just reminded all over again how amazing this job is. The fact that I got to change my flight, I didn't have to ask a boss, I didn't have to take time off. Like, I could just work from Florida and change my flight and stay here and be with him, and that is just the best feeling, to be able to do that. And so yeah, I like I said, I can go on and on about how I have been grown and how I've been stretched and how I have just um, started dreaming again and but just this has been the greatest, and I am just thankful for the opportunity, and I just can't wait to see where this thing continues to go.